high definition. 10 minutes of non-stop news. And your weather authority hour-by-hour forecast. The people you know, the news you trust. This is Channel 6 News, 10 at 10.
New tonight, 2 men are behind bars accused in separate child sexual assault cases.
As Brittany Gunter had covered, both cases have eerie similarities. She joins us now via 60 Live.
John and Mallory, the most recent case happened here off 34th and Lake. A mother realized she didn't know where her daughter was, so she looked through the window, and what she saw next door was very disturbing. A shocking sight for any parent. A mother allegedly found her 8-year-old daughter with this man, Kung Tan. In a police report, the victim says he motioned for her to come into his apartment. Then the sexual assault happened. The child and her family are refugees from Burma, so they had to use an interpreter at the scene in order to speak with officers. It's a challenge that Omaha officers deal with as the refugee population here continues to grow.
Omaha is very, very diverse. We've got a lot of different refugees that do come and settle here in Omaha.
This isn't the only recent case where a language barrier made things difficult. A gay is accused in another case of child sexual assault involving a Burmese family, this time on a 13-year-old girl. The family contacted Child Protective Services. In a police report, it says after an interview, the girl disclosed that she'd been dating 20-year-old gay for almost 2 years and that she was sexually active with him. Her parents said they had contacted police before, but due to a language barrier, they were not able to fully communicate the situation. Police say they do have the tools to deal with that communication barrier. They have interpreters and also a language line that can be used.
With that language line, we do have an interpreter card, so they can literally point to whatever language is theirs, and we will contact an interpreter through that language line.
But even with those tools, sometimes communication can be tough. Gay is now in jail, and he will need to post $4,000 of his bond to get out. As for Ton, he will need to post $5,000. Reporting live with photographer M.H. Danker, Brittany Gunter, WWT6 News.
And this is a good number to keep around. Police have a hotline if there is a language barrier. That number is 444-5818.
Charges are stacking up against an accused serial rapist. Investigators believe Christopher Ennis is linked to 5 victims. One of those women is speaking out. She shared her story with us last week. Today, she said she couldn't be happier to hear more women are coming forward.
I said if I come up, people that don't want to or are scared about the situation that they got into it for, that come on. Don't let him do it again. I'm ecstatic.
You can find more details on this case at WOWT.com. Investigators say DNA testing has linked Ennis to 4 different assaults. They're all listed right under this story.
Well, in the past 4 days, several accidents involving a pedestrian hit by a vehicle.
The latest case happened earlier today. A man on a bike was hit by a car.
And new tonight, Joe Chiodo digs deeper into the spike.
Pat Schneider's house sits here at 50th and Farnham. He enjoys the neighborhood, but has one complaint.
But I don't know any other street in Omaha that changes directions 4 times a day.
He's been dealing with it for a while.
When I moved in here 20 years ago, I tried to get them to make this 2 lanes.
That's why what happened here Monday morning didn't surprise him.
I heard a collision. It didn't sound like 2 cars hitting. And then I heard some guy just yelling at the top of his lungs. When I looked out the window here, I saw him sitting in the intersection down here. He was down in kind of a fetal position, holding his leg, and he was in a lot of pain.
A bicyclist hit by a car suffered a broken leg. Police say the driver failed to yield.
So lots of confusion at this intersection, but it isn't the only place pedestrians have been hit across town. Just last week, a pedestrian struck and killed here at 24th and J by a hit-and-run driver. Police are still searching for that man.
Add on top of that, the 46-year-old woman struck here at 24th and Jones, and the man struck here at 17th and Cumming. That's 4 people hit by vehicles in 4 days. While talking with Schneider, we even witnessed a close call.
There you go, right there, see?
And back over at 17th and Cumming, a man crossing the middle of the street during busy traffic. It's a wake-up call.
It's very dangerous.
For both pedestrians and drivers.
Now, just moments ago, the Nebraska Medical Center did update us on the conditions of 2 of the victims we just told you about. They say 46-year-old Diana Rader is in serious condition, and they are not releasing any information about 48-year-old Todd DeLiesel, but last we knew he did have a serious head injury. Reporting live with photographer Jeff Olson, Joe Chiodo, WOWT 6 News.
And police are still searching for the driver involved in the hit and run at 24th and J.
He don't know he was driving a dark cream or light tan older model Toyota or Honda Civic. If you have information, you're asked to call 444-7867. New tonight, a young man is now serving his sentence. Creighton Elwood took a plea deal in a series of sexual assault cases.
If tried and convicted, the trainer teenager could have faced life in prison. Instead, he's looking at 2 more weeks in jail, then 2 years probation.
And I checked with the jail. Elwood will be released a week from Saturday. That's October 5th.
After record flooding near North Platte, the river level is headed down.
You remember Cheryl told us the river peaked yesterday in North Platte a whopping 14.3 feet. Tonight, it's at 13.6.
All the major infrastructure is okay, but the water is causing problems for some in North Platte neighborhoods. As you can see tonight, some roads were almost completely covered with water.
Well, if you got a basement and the water around here, it will get in your basement, and that's what I'm worried about because we got a basement.
Most of this water is coming from storm sewers. City workers have been placing sandbags over sewers and manholes in an attempt to slow down the water.
Now developing tonight, what may be a huge break in the case of 2 missing Heartland girls. Cheryl Miller and Pam Jackson vanished 42 years ago, and tonight investigators are examining a car. It's believed to be connected to their disappearance. Today, a 1960 Studebaker was discovered in an embankment near Brule Creek, South Dakota. Agents hope something inside helps them learn what happened. And a quick break for the news.
Here's meteorologist Cheryl Lemke with your No-Way weather forecast to help you plan your day.
And not much of a need for the umbrellas today, but come tomorrow, a totally different story. At least for the first half of your Tuesday, there will be that chance for a few hit or miss scattered showers across the vicinity. After that, they'll be seeing improving weather during the afternoon tomorrow with more sunshine building and highs very comfortable mid-70s for your Tuesday. So that's a quick look at Tuesday, but what about the rest of your work week? Stay tuned. We'll expand that for the next 7 days coming up in just a couple minutes.
Thank you, Cheryl. Well, getting rid of daylight saving time, it is one thing that is not on Congressman Lee Terry's agenda just yet. That was one of the takeaways from our live chat today, first at 4. Congressman Lee Terry sat down with our Brian Mastery and fielded questions from viewers in our live chat. You can watch the interview at WOWT.com. You'll find the video about halfway down on our homepage.
Our city-by-city coverage begins in Bellevue tonight. A toddler is recovering after the family dog bit him in the face. The scene, 28th and Duane, a 2.5-year-old boy suffering minor injuries. That bite came from a Corgi mixed dog. The dog was taken by Humane Society for a 10-day quarantine period that is required by law, and we're told the dog had been vaccinated against rabies. Now, the idea is to embrace cultural differences in the Omaha community, and Diversity Week is underway. A crowd of nearly 400 community leaders gathering in the Mutual Omaha Dome tonight. A chance to network and focus on diversity in the city. Our own Jackie Choa served as MC, and it's a special event scheduled every day this week, including a big one coming Thursday.
We have our job fair on Thursday, which is fantastic. Last year we had over 1,000 people come through, and we expect to have just as many or more this year.
That job fair takes place at the Ramada Plaza Hotel in Omaha Thursday from 10 a.m. to 3 in the afternoon. And the man who won last week's $400 million Powerball jackpot will not go public. We do know a local winner, though. Recently took home a prize that's nothing to sneeze at, Dustin Wood of Lincoln. He had all 5 of the winning numbers drawn, but he missed the Powerball. And the prize is $1 million. Taxes will take about 1/3 of that. He's a lucky guy. His odds were 1 in 5 million.
He was always smiling and full of life. Cancer took Ryder Richards away at just 3 years old. His family set out to honor him by starting a toy drive for other kids with cancer. And tonight, how you can help.
He was a beautiful, smiling, blonde, golden baby boy.
Ryder Richards' aunt, Rachel, misses her nephew.
He woke up from a nap in November of 2010 with what looked like a ping pong ball stuck in the side of his throat.
It was cancer. They removed the lump and things were going well.
On Labor Day weekend, he came to his mom complaining of leg pain, and she found more lumps in his leg.
The cancer was back, and this time there was nothing they could do.
It was at that point that they told us it was time to take him home and just to love him as long as we could.
Ryder made it to Halloween just 16 days past his 3rd birthday.
While I was trick-or-treating with my kids, Ryder was taking his last breaths with his mommy.
Rachel says the family, struggling with the loss, wanted to honor Ryder. They decided to do that by giving toys to other kids at Children's Hospital who were fighting cancer.
At first we thought, well, maybe we'll just take the toys we would have bought for his birthday over, and then it snowballed.
Did it ever? 1,500 toys were donated last year and dropped off at Children's Hospital.
Every single toy donated is tagged with "From Ryder with Love," another way to remember this precious little boy.
And as the toys start pouring in this year, Ryder's family knows each one was donated with love. They hope to drop off more than 1,500 this year.
They fought like crazy to save him, but it just wasn't in the cards for Ryder.
A little boy making a huge difference for so many in our community.
Like you said, a precious little boy too. Great picture of him there.
Absolutely precious. And the family's also holding a Stuff the Bus event. It's a really easy way to donate all of these toys. It's going to be at Westroads Mall on September 28th outside of JCPenney.
Toys like this too are welcome?
Oh, absolutely. Right. They really like the hard plastic toys for Children's Hospital because the toys stay at the hospital for all of the kids battling cancer, and they can clean and sanitize them. But remember, they'll take toys for kids up to age 18. So just a wonderful event.
Great program. And we have posted all the details on how you can donate and what toys they are looking for at WOWT.com. Well, paper or plastic isn't the only question you'll be hearing at Iowa grocery stores next month.
Hundreds of stores have promised to help raise money to fund an anti-bullying campaign. That includes chains like Hy-Vee and Fairway. Checkers will ask customers to donate to help prevent bullying.
And the goal is to raise $90,000 for a prevention summit, and that's set for early November.
Is any rain in our future? Chief Meteorologist, or actually Cheryl Limke's in. She has all the details. The hour-by-hour forecast is coming up later in this newscast.
First, imagine your teen daughter wants to meet a stranger she met on Facebook. One mother's worries and where families in a similar situation can find help.
You're watching the Heartland's favorite choice for local news with John Nicely, Mallory Maddox, your hour-by-hour forecast with Chief Meteorologist Mike LaFoy, and sports with Ross Jernstrom. This is Channel 6 News, 10 at 10.
Tomorrow on WOWT 6 News Daybreak at 6:03, Katie Stuckey takes a look at Omaha's housing market.
Then at 6:48, some inexpensive food processors you'll find in stores.
Well, you need the rain gears, you head out the door. I'll have that in the forecast up to the minute you wake up.
Discover something different at Woodhouse Lincoln in Omaha. Lease the all-new 2013 Lincoln MKZ for only $395 a month for up to 36 months with a Lincoln AFS lease, or choose 0% for 60 months with approved credit. Lincoln, add luxury to your life today. From our house to your house. Woodhouse Lincoln on 66th and L in Omaha.
Enlightening. Honest. Stud.
Showtime. Don't miss a moment of Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey, weekdays at 1.
The end is near. Model year-end event at Shiver. Over 100 remaining 2013 Chevys must go. 114th and West Dodge Road.
For generations, you've counted on us for more choices and lower prices than any other store.
Thank you for choosing Nebraska Furniture Mart.
Websites like Facebook and Twitter are keeping local law enforcement very busy.
And new tonight, John Chapman brings us a local woman's concern about her child's safety while on the internet.
I didn't know if he was even really 20 years old or if he was 45 or 50 years old. Nothing. I just knew that he was definitely trying to get her to come out to Chicago to meet him.
This Omaha mother, we'll call her Mary, had a problem with her 16-year-old daughter. Her daughter had met who she believed to be a 20-year-old man on the internet.
4 or 5 days later, she's saying she's in love with this guy after I found out about him. And, you know, there's nothing you can do to keep us apart. And she was telling her sister she's going to run off and meet him in Chicago.
Mark DeShaw is with the Douglas County Sheriff's Office. He works on internet crime.
In Nebraska, if you are 19 years or older, as well as a 16-year-old or younger, then luring somebody or enticing a teenager, for instance, for sexual activity is against the law.
Mary didn't know what to do or where to go for help. The answer was in the same place that grew the problem, in the computer. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children is a good place to go for help. There are also local law enforcement agencies that work on internet crime. Parents are not alone as they try to protect their children against the misuse of technology. With photographer Justin Cheney, John Chapman, WOWT 6 News.
And that task force that John spoke about was established 13 years ago.
It includes local police departments as well as Sarpy and Douglas County Sheriff's Departments.
Now, tomorrow at 10, gum, patches, and yoga. One of these is not like the other.
But researchers think yoga may help smokers kick the habit for good. Cerise Cole shows us how a local program works tomorrow at 10. It is a developing story tonight. Kenya's government says a bloody attack on a shopping mall is finally over.
They believe all the hostages have been freed. We're told more than 10 terrorists were taken into custody during today's blitz, and among them at least 2 Americans.
At least 62 people died in the terrorist attack. A journalist who survived said many of the victims were children.
It's a sign of the times. Road signs for tech stops are up all around New York State tonight.
The goal is to get phone-using drivers off the road. The state is designating texting zones right along the highway.
300 of these signs you're looking at are in place, and the zones range from simple lots to existing rest stops.
It's a really interesting idea because, you know, some people just don't wait, so give them a break to pull over and, I guess, write people back and get back on the road.
I think it's a great idea, and you know, it's a growing problem, and we see it, you just drive down the road, you see it, so.
Interesting to see how it works in New
Be
York
aware.
and if it comes here. Well, the happiest place on earth is now just a little less magical for visitors with disabilities.
And those guests used to be ushered straight to the front of the line at Disney parks, and now, no more. Disney's canceling the system because it's been abused.
Now guests with disabilities will have to wait a certain length of time based on the average line wait time. Later in sports, we are talking high school football.
Ross with 2 key players in Creighton Prep's strong passing game.
And Cheryl's hour-by-hour forecast is coming up next. As we go to break, here's today's weather almanac. Let's go back to the cold side. 32 degrees, that was 1989.
Tomorrow on WOWT 6 News.
He was walking down the sidewalk when something got in his way and tripped him.
Who's responsible and who's paying for his severe injuries? A fact finder's investigation.
10 at 10 tomorrow after an all-new Chicago fire.
Hi, I'm Roland Manorin. If you haven't heard our radio show or been to one of our seminar series, we invite you to do so. At Manorin Investment Council, we simply want to help you build and maintain wealth. Call for an appointment. We're here to help.
If you're looking for a new minivan, fuel-efficient sedan, SUV, or truck, then it's Performance Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Bellevue.
Save huge during the Jeep Celebration event. New 2014 Patriot 4x4, only $129 a month. New 2014 Grand Cherokee, $199 a month. New 2013 Dart, starting at $14,999, plus no payments till 2014. Performance Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Bellevue, off Highway 75 and Chandler Road in Bellevue.
The Justin Booth's Championships is coming to Omaha, September 26th through the 29th. It's part of Exarban's River City Rodeo and Stock Show, featuring world champions in everything from bell racing to bull riding, plus hot country music by Chris Young and Randy Rogers Band. Free events include the barbecue contest, parade, Douglas County Fair, Stock Show, and Buckle Bash. Let your cowboy out at Omaha's official community celebration. Tickets as low as $19.
Monster waves, once thought impossible to surf, until an ingenious idea changed everything. Tow and surfing. Courageous thinking is the Mazda way. The Mazda 3 with SkyActiv technology delivers 40 highway MPG and uncompromised performance. This is the Mazda 3. What do you drive? Get the 2013 Mazda 3 with either $2,000 customer cash or 0% APR for 72 months.
What started in 1985 in West Point, Nebraska. Today, Charter West National Bank has banking locations and residential mortgage offices from Lexington to Elkhorn, from Columbus to our newest bank in Papillion. Experience the Charter West difference.
Like the news you trust on Facebook. Tracking severe weather right down to the neighborhood where you live. Channel 6 is the Weather Authority.
And good evening, everyone. Well, today we enjoyed rain-free conditions and plentiful sunshine, but all that is about to change. Through the rest of the overnight hours, we'll be watching for increasing cloud cover. There will be that chance for a few spotty hit or miss scattered showers, and it's still staying on the breezy side. For the temperatures, though, it's very comfortable for today. Our highs actually topped off upper 70s to lower 80s. Officially for Omaha, we were up to 79 degrees earlier today. Right now, though, we got cloudy skies, 67 degrees for Tacoma, 70 degrees for Fremont. Right now, overcast conditions for Omaha, sitting at 67. Along with that, too, still some very blustery conditions, although certainly not as bad as what it was earlier this afternoon. In fact, earlier we had peak wind gusts close to 40 miles per hour. Both the winds are still kind of feisty, at least tonight. We still have the winds coming up from the southeast, typically averaging about 15 to about 20 miles per hour, but the winds will gradually try to ease up a little bit later on for this evening. Also, too, watching the clouds building in. They're going to be punching in from west to east. We'll be seeing increasing cloud cover through the night, and with that, a chance for a few scattered showers. So far this evening, there's been a few random showers across the Missouri Valley. A little bit more rain action, though, to our west, like around the Norfolk area. And this is simply just a sample of things to come. We're still tracking an area of low pressure right now, kind of pinwheeling across central Nebraska. It's very weak, very moisture-starved, but nonetheless, as this low continues to skirt off towards the east, it will give us a little bit better chance of seeing some rainfall developing overnight tonight. So that being said, let's check on your Stormcast hour-by-hour forecast to help you plan for the rest of your Tuesday, starting things off at 6 o'clock in the morning. And already at 6 o'clock, there will be a few scattered showers from Norfolk and Columbus, stretching back towards Tacoma and Fremont. So please give yourself some extra driving time heading off for work or school tomorrow morning. A little bit better aerial coverage of these scattered showers by 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Heading along to the lunchtime, still a leftover shower or two can't be ruled out. And eventually, though, during the afternoon, we'll watch those clouds breaking apart and things warming up nicely. So here's your planning forecast for Tuesday in the yellow category for those scattered showers early on. By lunchtime and after that, we'll be seeing increasing sunshine and our highs tomorrow topping off near 74 degrees. So again, a little bit unsettled tomorrow. After that, though, some nice weather moving in for Wednesday and Thursday. And in fact, Wednesday, you might want to be heading off to maybe an apple orchard or one of those local pumpkin patches to pick out that perfect fall produce. Well, again, early on for the day, rather cool in the 50s, but by the afternoon, warming up to about 81 degrees there by Wednesday afternoon. Again, more nice weather for your Thursday. After that, we have a better shot of seeing some scattered showers and storms late in the week. A pretty strong cold front should be coming in late Friday. So overnight Friday into Saturday, some scattered showers and storms. And you know what? We really need that rainfall. We are still running a rainfall deficit, so we'll take all the rain that we can get. And again, for temperatures not looking too bad the next few days. And of course, for more weather details, check me out on my Facebook page, Cheryl Lemke, WOWT.
How nice is it to have these perfect fall days, though?
Oh, it was gorgeous today. You could open up the windows, a nice breeze coming in just to air things out. It was wonderful this afternoon.
Puts us in a good mood.
Sure does.
All right, thanks, Cheryl. Black shirts have been taking heat this season, but Ross noticed one of them tops the nation in one key stat.
The team hopes the streak stays alive. Ross has the day's big sports news straight ahead.
On a new J, Justin Timberlake.
You know, when you're under the alkafluence of alcohol.
Plus Paula Patton in headlines.
Lose weight or your money.
Then on Fallon, Ricky Gervais and Joking Bad. New Leno, then Fallon. Tonight, here on NBC.
Is your electrical hurting? Just call Burton.
At Metropolitan Community College, the faculty bring more than just their degrees. They bring international experience, decades of industry expertise, and creativity that transcends the classroom. Through quality instruction and one-on-one attention, we deliver the skills and education students need for success.
In 2012, MCC added $93.8 million to the local economy via brain gain. The experienced option is Metropolitan Community College.
Drive home your great deal now during Truck Month at Performance Ford.
Get huge savings on over 400 new F-150s. Plus, get a 5-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty on all new F-150s. Lease a new 2013 F-150 Super Crew XLT 4x4, only $289 a month. New 2013 Focus S, lease only $99 a month. Lease a new 2013 Escape S, $199 a month. The new Performance Ford, off 144th Street at the Sapp Brothers exit.
Community in one word, I think embrace.
Collaboration.
Relationships.
At Pinnacle Bank, we asked our neighbors all across Nebraska what community means to them in one word.
I've got to be that philosophical.
Caring about one another.
It's more than one word.
Oh, I can't help that. Okay.
The stories we captured are far greater than any one word could describe. Watch the Community Matters series at whycommunitymatters.com.
Get ready for new, lower prices at your neighborhood bakers. It's incredible savings on the items you buy every day, like soft drinks, fresh, local produce, even natural foods. How low can we go?
Real low.
So get low with more savings on the items you buy most often at Baker's.
For a quick weeknight meal your family will love, pick up fresh ground chuck for just $1.99 a pound. More savings on the items you buy most often at Baker's.
At Sid Dillon Chevrolet, certain words mean everything to us. Integrity, honesty, service, selection.
Right now, get your new 2014 Silverado half-ton four-wheel drive crew cab starting at $35,805. And with your truck loyalty rebates, you can save up to $1,000 more in savings.
Plus over 3,000 vehicles at SidDillon.com.
The Sid Dillon team is committed to you. You have our word on it.
Because we have our name on it.
You are what drives us, Sid Dillon.
Join Burton AC Heating, Plumbing, and more by giving and saving. Have Burton check your furnace today. Donate 5 items of food for the Food Bank for the Heartland, and Burton will drop the cost to just $55. Feel all warm inside. Just call Burton for $55 and 5 today.
Now, news and highlights from inside the Channel 6 Sports Machine. Brought to you by Bank of the West.
Good evening, everyone. The Nebraska defense has faced a lot of criticism this season from the fans, the media, and the head coach. But there is one Blackshirt who leads the nation in a key stat. Stanley Jean-Baptiste leads the country in interceptions. On Saturday, Baptiste picked off this pass in the second quarter against South Dakota State. That was the senior's 4th interception in 4 games. He is tied for the lead with 4 other players. Baptiste hopes to continue the interception streak when the Huskers open the Big Ten Conference season next week.
Oh, it feel like I'm just trying to keep it going. Hopefully they keep giving me one every game. I think we're gonna go back to the basics, doing a little more tackling, I think, and going over more assignments, based assignments and stuff. Trying to get everybody on the right page. I think everybody just trying to make a play, not doing what they got to do, not playing with the call, just trying to, I guess, get the coaches happy or something.
The Nebraska high school football season moves into district play this week. One of the best passing combinations in the state, maybe at Creighton Prep, where they make the big plays. Creighton Prep quarterback Easton Snick and wide receiver R.J. Urzendowski are the big play connection for the Junior Jays. Last week, the senior passing tandem teamed up for 3 touchdowns in Prep's 35-27 win over 7th-ranked Lincoln Southeast. Stick and Urzendowski know how to come up with the big play.
These last 4 years have been really good to us, and he's such a smart football player. He can find space really well, and he separates from the defender better than anyone I've seen or played against. So it makes it easy on me.
Easton had great protection, and then he put the ball right where it needed to be. Found some openings and finally connected deep, which hadn't happened yet. So it was good to see.
Urzendowski is the state's leading receiver with 29 receptions for 481 yards. The longest play of his high school career was this 97-yard touchdown pass against the Knights. Creighton Prep head coach Chris Nizzi has tried to get his all-state receiver open downfield.
We've been working on getting rid of the ball sooner, okay? And we've been working on catching the ball and getting vertical. And that's been the emphasis, and I think that made a big difference for the kids. And, those two are just so dangerous. If you're out of position at all, they'll make you pay.
Urzendowski has already verbally committed to North Dakota State. Stick is being recruited by the school too, along with South Dakota State and Nebraska. But their focus right now is on winning a state championship.
Right now I'm focused on what we have at Prep, and we're pretty excited. 3-1 going into districts. We're ready.
Well, I'm verbal commit to North Dakota State right now. Had a great relationship with the coaching staff, and I feel great about it. But right now we're worried about getting a state title, so my whole focus is right now on state title. So.
And you can decide where our pregame coverage will be each Friday night at 6 o'clock for Friday Night Fever. Just tweet your school for hashtag Friday Night Fever. And this is week 5. We're going into district play. All these games mean a lot now.
It's too early for that, isn't it?
Oh, no, they're getting ready, John. Playoffs right around the corner.
You would know.
He's all excited, isn't he?
Yeah.
We'll have a final check of Cheryl's forecast when we come back.
And a reminder, we have a new app. It's free in the Apple and Google Play stores.
Before you download it, delete the old app. We'll be right back.
Looking for more bang for your buck? You found it.
Packed with refined technology, luxurious interior, and up to 35 estimated miles per gallon, the Toyota Camry is a pleasure to drive at an unbelievable value. Test drive one today and learn why it's the best-selling car in America.
Lease a new 2013 Camry SE with sport suspension and 17-inch aluminum wheels now for only $199 a month. Plus, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. Toyota, let's go places.
Preparation starts early. You're setting up cameras, scouting the area, sitting in a tree stand. No unnecessary movements. Blend into your surroundings. The animal pops out and you're ready to go. The atmosphere at the archery shop is awesome. It's a place to get info on how to become a better bow hunter. I'm Eric Shack. I'm an archery expert at Shield.
This is more than just your yield. More than a job well done. It's what you were meant to do. And a passion we share for the life of your land, for the life that you love. It's more than just another day. It's your moment. And with Mycogen Seeds, this is just the beginning.
How is an auto dealer like running shoes? The best ones give you support, comfort, and durability at a great price. Plaza Buick GMC is that dealer, to shop, to buy, and for maintenance and service too. That's why Plaza is Omaha's volume leader. Right now, get a 2013 Buick Verano from just $199 a month, or a 2013 Buick Encore from just $299 a month. Both are sign and drive, 0 down, 0 first payment, 0 security deposit. Shop in comfort, indoors, Plaza Buick GMC.
It's just a few steps for tradition, for innovation. A few steps so we can all stay connected and live better lives. And just a few steps for all the Touchstone Energy Cooperative members who got us here. Learn more about the power of your co-op membership.
Brought to you by Nishnabotna Valley REC, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Why McMullen?
Why now?
It's the Built Ford Tough
Truck sales event at McMullen Ford.
So why buy from McMullen?
Selection.
Best prices, low overhead.
Large selection of Ford.
Certified pre-owned vehicles.
Why now?
Get an F-150 as low as $17,990.
Get up to $14,000 off an F-150.
Why McMullen?
No pressure salespeople. No dock fees.
Award-winning service.
Dad, did we mention family owned?
We do believe in family, Dan.
I hope so. I need this job.
See McMullen Ford today.
In Council Bluffs or online.
From heartland fields to city streets, we all have a stake in what happens here. Whether the most important story today happens around the world or in the neighborhood where you live, it's hard to keep track of it all. Fortunately, you don't have to. That's our job. What we cover are the stories that matter most, the stories that happen where you live. After all, we live here too. The people you know, the news you trust. Channel 6 News.
Could see a little rain tomorrow.
Yeah, nothing really major, but there will be a chance to see some spotty showers across the area, so those windshield wipers could come in handy at least till about lunchtime. After that, improving weather, and we're expecting highs very seasonable now for September, highs in the mid-70s.
I went ahead and planted the fall mums.
There you go.
Now we still have a splash of summer left in there, so I've just got to keep them alive.
It's the perfect time for it, though. Perfect timing.
Now we need a picture.
I will. I'll share it tomorrow night.
Okay.
We leave you with a shot of the pedestrian bridge. Have a great night.